Welcome to week 5 of Against the Spread. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart, or that's Cam Stewart every week. I don't know where he is. Last week I said it was week 5 on our intro. I was coming off of a COVID spill. Like, I had no idea what was going on, what was left, what was right. But anyways, we did okay. I won the week at 10-6, but on my best bets were 0-3. So go figure. And the one thing I did say, Cam, I told you the Giants were a lock. I told you the only guarantee last week was the Giants. They weren't in my mineral picks, but I was right. The Giants were a lock.
So all those other things that are wrong, you're just gonna
just gotta
rest your laurels on that way.
Yeah.
Good pick with the Giants. That's okay, Drew.
Yeah, it's and Cammy dead in Survivor on the Lions. Risky pick.
I couldn't care less about the Survivor struggling. I just want to hit winning picks. I think I'm already out of 3 Survivors with the other stuff. I get it wrong every week. I'm not a Survivor guy.
Geno Smith looks unbelievable, Cam.
Well, hey, buddy, how's Russell Wilson doing? I'd rather have Geno Smith. Denver, I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking.
I don't know if I can disagree with you right now. All right, let's just move on, Cam. Let's get right into things.
Yeah,
Colts going to Denver to take on your boy Russell Wilson, who finally threw more than one touchdown in a football game, taking on Matt Ryan, who is, as you say, struggling. The Broncos 3.5-point favorites. The total is 43.5. Public likes the Broncos in the spot, Cam. I'll let you start here. Who do you like, the Colts or the Broncos?
Well, we've known that home favorites on Thursdays usually cover, and both of these teams are gross when you look at them, both under expectations. I had the Colts against Tennessee. It was a horrible pick last week. I admit it when I'm wrong, but I like the Colts in a bounce back spot. Denver shouldn't be laying 3.5 against anybody. They looked horrible against the Raiders. I know there was a big fumble, and it went back the other way, but I'm just not impressed with the Broncos. Like, I just don't. Their offense really, really struggles. Indianapolis, if they get any type of time, they can hang in this game. I'm getting the hook at 3.5. Give me the horseshoe. I will take the Colts.
Cam, we're disagreeing on game 1, week 5, just because, man, Matt Ryan does not impress me one bit. They're probably going to be without Jonathan Taylor. Even if he plays, he's playing with an ankle sprain, so he's not going to be himself. Even if he is himself, he was 20 carries for 42 yards last week. This is a mess on the Colts team, and the Broncos defense is very good, so I think the Broncos can win this game 14-10 and cover the number. So Tommy Tiebreaker back in the building, back in solitary confinement or jail cell. I don't know what
cell, right.
You're in the crazy ward, wearing the puffy jacket to stop your arms from flailing around. How was the East Coast, Tommy?
It was fantastic, and thanks for the terrible welcome back of having to pick between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. This is absolutely embarrassing that I'm starting my day this week, or my week this way. But I'll take Denver, I guess, because Indianapolis seems to be some infighting going on. I don't know if there's a lot of belief in Matt Ryan. The room may be lost there. The Broncos stink, but they're at home. Javonte Williams out. They're going to be throwing the ball a lot more. And I don't know, whatever. Give me I hate this game so much. I don't even care. I have notes on every other game. It's the only game. You can see my screen right now. It's the only game with nothing. It just says Denver -3.5. So I'll go with what my gut said. Give me the Broncos.
Cam, if you were starting full team right now and you had to pick Russell Wilson or Matt Ryan, which one are you picking?
Russell Wilson, but not by much.
Yeah, it's close, right? Yeah.
Hey, man, that's what things happen. You get older. People's look at Tom Brady's skill set. It will slowly diminish in a nice line, like regular people aging. But all those hits and stuff that Matt Ryan and Russell Wilson have taken in their lives have caught up to them big time. That's the thing, and you don't know when it's going to happen. Both of them are at the tail end. I see bad things. This Denver deal, they're going to live to regret it big time.
And man, Tom Brady looked like when he took that hit on Sunday Night Football, I was like, oh no, is Brady done? He came back for this, but he survived, everybody. All right, moving on. The Giants and Tyrod Taylor, maybe, or Daniel Jones going to Green Bay to take on the Packers, who almost lost to Zappy in New England on Sunday, Cam. Almost blew up every survivor pool that wasn't already blown up. Green Bay, though, getting another big spread, 7.5-point favorites. I can start this one. Give me the Giants because Green Bay doesn't impress me at all. I mean, yeah, sure, the Giants aren't as good as New England defensively, but on offense, they can move the ball better than Zappy can. So give me the Giants. Even if they backdoor cover, I don't see Green Bay as a 2-touchdown favorite or a 10-point favorite in any game. So yeah, give me the Giants, Cam.
It's 10 points.
No, it's 7.5. It's 7.5. But
give me the Packers. What the hell are you doing? You're making up spreads on the show now too. Give me Green Bay. I don't care. They're going to beat the Giants by 17 points in this game in London. I know Green Bay hasn't looked great, but you know what? The Giants have been doing it with smoke and mirrors too. I'm going to take the Packers. It's 7.5. I literally think they win this game by double digits. So there I am.
Cam, they should have beat the Patriots by double digits.
They should have, but this is a different week. It's in London. I like the situation. Give me the Packers in a blowout.
Oh, back as well. All right, Tommy Tiebreaker coming in yet again. Which side are you going with?
I hate disagreeing with Cammy early in shows. It always bites me in the back, but I got to go with the Giants. I think the defense is playing decently, and who cares who's under center? Daniel Jones, Tyrod Taylor, Chip Taylor, Michaels Taylor, any Taylor down the street, my neighbor Taylor. Who cares? The Green Bay Packers shouldn't be 7.5 point favorites over anyone. They haven't left all that much to be admired. As far as I'm concerned this season, they're not worthy of this spread. So give me the Giants to cover. Everyone's gonna be tired. They're out there in London, with the jet lag and whatnot. So yeah, give me the Giants in a tight game. Sorry, Cammy, for disagreeing with you, buddy.
Don't never apologize.
I mean,
never apologize.
If anyone's gonna be ready for the time change, it'll be Aaron Rodgers, right? He'll be doing the Zambuca or whatever he called it.
Licking frogs, absinthe, yeah. I have a nice snooze on the private jet, whatever. I don't know what that guy's doing. He just better show up in the morning.
You think he rides with the team on the plane? You think he rides on his own, like away from
I think he rides on his own.
Yeah, he's that type of guy. I bet you he is too. I mean, he doesn't talk to his family, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
All right, the Chargers going to Cleveland to take on the Browns. The Chargers road favorites by 3, Cam. The public absolutely loves the Chargers. 74% of them betting on LA. Totals 47.5. Cam, I think we're both going to go the same way here, but you can go first.
Why do you assume these things, Drew? I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns at +3 in this game against the Chargers. I just think the Chargers, they actually got scared by Houston at the end of that game.
They should have ran away with it.
The Texans came back and covered. I'm getting 3 with Cleveland. People remember what they saw last. Yes, it was a bad game against Atlanta, but Atlanta's been a surprise team. They're covering numbers right now. I think this is a great spot for Cleveland. The fact that almost 80% of the people are going to be on the Chargers in this game. Give me the home dog. Give me the Browns. There's a very simple recipe. Chubb. More ingredients, more Chubb. They'll find. Just wear them down, and that'll set up Brissett to do enough. Give me Cleveland +3.
Cam, I'm agreeing with you. That's why I said I knew where you were going to go. I knew we were both on the Browns. I think the Browns run all over the Chargers. Their run defense did not look good against Dameon Pierce last week.
Yep.
And I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt's the best 1-2 punch in football. So I think the Chargers lose this game outright. I don't think they cover. I think they lose this football game, Cam. So I think this is an easy pick. I think the public's wrong, as they usually are, I guess, when it's over 75%. But anyways, moving on. The Detroit Lions, after getting their defense is just atrocious, Cam. I feel so bad after watching Hard Knocks. I was like, I like this coach and everything, but then they let 40 points get scored against them every week, and they're going to New England to take on what looks like Zappy. I don't know. They haven't confirmed.
I love Zappy.
They haven't confirmed
from Western Kentucky, the Hilltopper. Zappy was fine. He's better. He was better than Hoyer.
Well, I mean, Hoyer played
got hurt.
Series. Yeah. I mean,
I don't. What do you want to do with this game? Is
Zappy
there even a line?
Yeah, it's 3. So New England by 3 right now at home. I just don't know if I trust Zappy to cover a number, Cam. And but the Lions defense is so bad. But still, give me Jared Goff. He's been impressive. I'll take the Lions to bounce back.
So will I. I'll take Detroit +3 with no data to back it up after that horrible performance against the Seahawks. It's just a spot. Can't lay points with a rookie quarterback. I think Detroit actually will find a way. Hey, one thing we know is they can score. The question is, can they stop New England in this spot? So hopefully their defense steps up. Give me the Lions.
All right, moving on to, you know what, Cam? I guarantee we agree on this one. Good teams win, great teams cover, as Gabe Morency says. And the Falcons going to Tampa to take on the Bucks. The Bucks, 8.5 point favorites at home. Atlanta is 4-0 against the spread right now, Cam. Are you taking Atlanta to bring that to 5?
You start. I want you to start this one.
All right, I'm taking Atlanta easily in this spot. I think Tampa has been struggling bad. I know Atlanta's defense is not great, and Tom Brady should bounce back. Everyone's going to be like, they're going to blow them out. But Atlanta just seems to cover. They covered against the Rams. I think they cover against the Bucks here too, Cam.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to surprise you, Drew. I'm going to take Tampa Bay in this spot. I don't like the game, and I'm going to probably live to regret it, but I'll take the 8.5. I think Tampa Bay, the box score was not indicative of how much they got pounded by Kansas City. I think TB, after he deals with Giselle and the rest of his family stuff, is going to be a man with smoke coming out his ears this week. I think they'll be prepared, ready, and have a game plan. Without Cordarrelle Patterson for Atlanta, I think that's a huge loss to their team. I think Tampa Bay's defense can key on Pitts and do some other things. I know Drake London's good.
Key on Pitts, why? They don't throw to him.
I know, but I'm just saying, they lose Patterson. So now the game plan offensively is going to change. They're probably going to have to look at Pitts, and even though he's going to be double covered before, and Drake London, I'm just telling you, Tampa Bay will have a game plan to stop Atlanta. They win this game by 14 points. Give me the Bucks. Don't love the game.
I think I've been against Atlanta every week, and they've just covered.
Yeah, and they're
every
4-0
time.
ATS.
And like it's
Good
just,
work.
I mean, it's
so now you're getting on.
I got to get on the train. Well, you know
right?
what they say on roulette cam? If it's red, 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 you ride the wave. You don't get off it, right?
Oh, the wave started 4 weeks ago, Drew. You might be late for the party.
So now I'm getting on the wave, though. I'm like learning how to surf. I'm a new kid.
You might crash into rocks, but anyway.
Fair. Tommy Tiebreaker, who you going with?
Well, I was gonna say Atlanta 8.5, but now I think I'm changing my tune a little bit there.
Thanks, Tom.
I think the Patterson injury is huge. He's been so electric for them all season. The offense has really ran through him. And I had this great line here. I was like, can they cover 5 straight? And then I have yes, but I'm going to change that to no. I think this is the letdown spot. This is the first time that Mariota and the gang will not cover this season. I know it's a lot of points, but I think you'd be comfortable with, like you're saying, that offense with time to scheme. I think they'll find a nice game plan with an easier team to scheme against in Atlanta with all those injuries. So yeah, give me Tampa Bay plus 8.5.
No love for Algier, eh, Cam?
No.
All right, fair enough. All right, you can start this one. Seattle Seahawks and your boy Geno Smith going to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Saints 5.5-point favorites at home. Andy Dalton didn't look too bad against the Vikings, Cam, which is
he's good.
But everyone loves what they saw last week, and which means everyone loves the Seahawks, and the public's betting on the Seahawks, 65% of them. You can start with this one, Cam. I started with the last one.
I like the Saints. Here's the thing. I know that London, the jet lag, a little bit worried, but here's the thing. And we taped these shows earlier. It's funny. I like Detroit all week. And on Sunday, when I saw money coming in on Seattle and stuff, sometimes, or Detroit, sorry, I switched my pick to Seattle. So these are mostly leans unless we really love a game. But I like the Saints in this spot. I think they could beat Seattle by a touchdown. Seattle's defense is still troubling. Hey, they can score points. I got to give the Seahawks credit. If you said they were 2-2 now, I'd say you're crazy. But I like the Saints by a touchdown. Big Ginger gets it done. He'll be able to shred these guys. Probably lots of points in this game. I think New Orleans might get like 38 themselves.
Cam, the one thing I know, though, as a sports bettor is to never bet on Andy Dalton to win you money. He always somehow finds a way to blow it at the end of games.
Yeah, he does.
It's 2-minute drill. It's like, oh, easy open pass. Oh, interception. All of a sudden, they don't cover the number.
It's true. He does really well for the most part of the game, and then it gets real. Yeah,
I do like the Saints as well in this spot, but I can just tell in my gut that we're going to regret this pick come Monday when Andy Dalton
Then pick Seattle then.
No, I can't. I can't trust Geno Smith on the road in New Orleans. Give me the Saints to cover it. I know everyone's going to be on Seattle because of what they saw them do to Detroit, but the Lions defense is not the Saints defense.
Exactly.
So I think the Saints can cover this number. All right, Houston going to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. The Jags absolutely blew that game against Philly, Cam. They're 7-point favorites at home against Houston. Do you trust them to cover in division matchup?
I do. I don't know. I'm taking favorites. Like I need my head examined.
Yeah, what's going on? This isn't like you.
I know. I told you it's been a weird day today. You were rattled too, Drew. I'm not going to tell people what you were doing before the show, but you were a rattlesnake. You didn't know what the hell was going on. Anyway,
it wasn't anything bad.
It was. Let's just say it wasn't. No, you didn't do anything bad. It's just let's just say you were the opposite of smooth. You were a jagged rock. Give me the Jaguars in this situation -7. I think after that loss to Philadelphia, hey man, they had a great start to that game against the Eagles, and then the game plan just went to crap.
Trevor Lawrence 4 fumbles.
That's a big concern. And Doug Peterson, I think they'll have a better game plan. Houston, on the other hand, that was a gritty effort against the Chargers. They still didn't cover in that game. Jacksonville at home, a touchdown. I like the fact the line's not like 7.5, 8. It's 7, maybe a push. But I think the Jaguars win this game by like 13. So give me Jacksonville.
Yeah, this is a really tough game. I won't be betting on it. I don't like the Jags' run defense too much. I think they might struggle to stop Dameon Pierce in the Houston offense. So I think I'm going to go with Houston in this one, Cam. I think they have a chance to win this football game outright, so I have to take the 7 points.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a tight game, a tighter game than people think. Tommy Tiebreaker, who are you going with?
I think Jacksonville's good, but I don't think they're good enough to have a 7-point spread against the divisional rival. So I'll go with Houston at +7, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if Jacksonville covers this number. I just said that, but I wouldn't be shocked because they have been playing good. They've been shocking me all season. But I just, when these narratives change, you come into a season and, like Jacksonville's bad, Houston's bad. Indy's good, Denver's going to be good, and then it takes a couple of weeks. Even like the Giants and Atlanta and all these teams, Seattle, like we came in with all these preconceived notions. The things start changing. Jacksonville's obviously they're starting to change that perception, but I just think it's too many points for me to put my money on it. Would I be shocked though if they do cover it? No, because they've proven that they're a football team now, and maybe this is the time where if they do cover this number, we start looking at them a little bit more seriously. But as of right now, I'm still a little weary of taking that many points with Jacksonville Jaguars. So give me Houston at +7, reluctant.
All All right, the Stewart on my side this time, Cam. Moving on to Pittsburgh, taking on the Bills in Buffalo. The biggest spread of the week. The Bills laying 14 at home. Steelers upset the Bills outright as 10-point underdogs in week 1 last season. Do they have what it takes to keep this game within 14? We know the Bills like to blow out teams, Cam. What do you think?
No. I will take this line up to 19. I think the Bills win this game by 21. I don't believe, sure, start Kenny Pickett. That's fine. He rushed for 2 touchdowns. He also threw for 3 picks. You do that in Buffalo, good luck with that. I think Buffalo's going to murder these guys. A touchdown a quarter sounds about right. How about the Bills by 28? And if Pittsburgh covers, so be it. Again, Drew, I'm going against my, who is Cam Stewart? Because the other Cam Stewart would take 14. But I just think Buffalo absolutely throttles Pittsburgh this week, and I hope they do.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk about a place you don't want to make your first NFL start, it's at Ralph Wilson Stadium.
Exactly.
Sorry, New Era Field, or Highmark Stadium. It's every year it's a new name.
I just call it Tops or Friend Super or Super Duper. Call it something. Yeah. Horrible names for stadiums too. What's Pittsburgh? Acrisure or whatever. It's Heinz Field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just the Heinz is still getting residuals. Anyway, I like the Bills by 1 million.
Yeah. Did Pickett impress you last week, Cam? I know he didn't really impress me. A lot of people said they like how he moved the football, but
he grinded, but he also made a lot of mistakes. And those mistakes, this is not the New York Jets. This is the Buffalo Bills. So I think this is a recipe for disaster.
All right, Cam, we're both agreeing on the Bills. Next game, the Jets hosting the Tagovailoa-less Dolphins. Who do you like in this one? Because plus 3.5, or they're still road favorites 3.5. And the Jets' huge comeback against Pittsburgh, it wasn't that huge. Division game, I just don't know. This game's gross.
Oh, they're all gross. I told you, I did doing this show early, my head's spinning right now. I'll take the New York Football Jets at plus 3.5. The Dolphins, they're a really good football team. I don't know how the Tua stuff's going to affect the locker room. Teddy Bridgewater is a serviceable backup, a little bit better, but this is something about this Jets team. They're starting to figure it out. Like that game in Pittsburgh, I was really impressed. They didn't, they never quit. They're tough. Divisional game, I'm getting more than a field goal. I think it's a 3-point game. I think we win by the hook. Give me the Jets to lose by 3, and I'll take the 3.5. Should be a tight one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins still with Teddy Bridgewater. I honestly think Teddy could be better than Tua. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, how could you say that? But I don't think it's that crazy.
Over some time with the offense and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's that crazy to say. And Tyreek Hill, this is like a little revenge game for him. He chose the Dolphins over the Jets. He said it was because of state tax, though. Not that really any animosity.
I agree. Yeah, I know.
You probably saved $20 million going to Florida.
Exactly.
For sure.
I do the same.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Tommy Tiebreaker, do you believe in Bridgewater or Zach Wilson?
Yeah, I never believe in Zach Wilson. They're going to do it for Tua. Give me the Dolphins. The Jets are going to start losing games that they're supposed to lose. This is one of the games they're supposed to lose. Miami needs this win. It's a divisional matchup. Can't let these games slip through your fingers. It's not a must win, but they need to win this football game. And again, the locker room will be rallying around Tua. They're going to want to keep pace with the rest of the division. And not let too many games slip out of their fingers. This is a winnable game, and they'll win it, and they'll cover the number as well. Give me the Dolphins.
All right, Tom, just not going with Cam today. It sounds like.
Prison. That's what Tom.
Last time this happened, it worked out poorly for me and Tom, Cam. So we'll see.
Tom's gonna extended stay in prison. We'll see.
We're gonna lock that door on him.
We'll see after Sunday if he's released.
All right, Tennessee going to Washington to take on the Commanders. Cam, this is absolutely insane. The Titans are 2.5-point road favorites. 85% of the public is betting on Tennessee.
Washington sucks. And you know what? I took them last week. Shame on me for taking the Commanders against Dallas. I thought at one point they were going to cover, but you know what? I'm coming back to these guys. This is the National Football League. I can't believe almost 85%. You know what? Everybody's going to bet on Tennessee. Looks like a trap line at 2.5 too. You know what? I've just seen this movie before. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. And I believe Washington gets it right this week. I still don't believe in Tennessee. The Colts came back and killed themselves in that game. They made so many stupid mistakes. Yep. I'll take Washington at plus 2.5. I know it's I don't love it, but I think the Commanders win this game. So I'll take the 2.5.
Cam, what do we say every single time we see 80% of the public on one side? The alarm
go the other way.
I even said I don't trust it. Last time it was the Colts and the Chiefs, and I just said I had no reason to pick the Colts, but 80% of you were on the Chiefs.
That's why we won.
We're going to the Colts, and we got it right. I have no reason to take the Commanders over Tennessee in the spot. Nothing other than the public is always wrong when it's this heavy. And the line's not moving. The line's not moving. Exactly. So
we've done this before.
Give me Washington.
The right side.
And it might be my minerals, Cam. I don't know. We'll see.
I like that, Drew. Getting some stones. That's a big mineral pick right there. Big one.
We'll see. We'll see if it's in there. Okay. Chicago going to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. The Vikings coming off an impressive win in London over the Saints. Will they be jet lagged, Cam, or can they cover 7 points against the Chicago Bears?
Oh God! You want to talk about a tough game like that spread? Here, Minnesota's so much better at home, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
7.
and it's not prime time, so we know they're going to throw a bunch. And Justin Fields' prop is like probably going to be 112 yards this week because he doesn't throw the football.
I don't know what to do with this game. I think Minnesota wins. I don't know if they're going to cover, but you know what? Give me Minnesota. I think they can win this game by like 10. It's God, man, these games are so hard. I'll take the Vikings.
I love this game, Cam. Vikings might be my middle picks. I think they win this game by 35 points. I think it's like 52-10. Like I think it's an absolute demolishing. Kirk Cousins coming out, party. Jefferson 3 touchdowns. Something crazy will happen. I don't think Chicago's even in their league, and I think it should be like 13.5. I think this should be a Bills-Pittsburgh spread, and it's not. So give me them. We're both on the Vikings, so Tommy doesn't get an opinion again. Moving on, San Fran coming off a huge win.
If you let him have one.
Sure, Tom, you want an opinion on that game?
Name a team.
You like Vikings or Bears?
Yeah, give me the Vikings. Bears stink, and we saw that video of Cousins spinning that chain, dude. He's on fire now. The drip's too much. He's gonna call a plumber. The guy's on fire. That didn't make sense.
Call a plumber. The guy's on fire. I'm trying to
say call a plumber.
I was gonna say the plumbers.
Clogged.
Yeah, plumbers stop water from leaking. So like, wouldn't you not want a plumber? I don't know.
Yeah, let's move.
San Fran going to Carolina to take on the Panthers.
I'll start here, Drew.
Road favorites. Yeah, you can start. You were on the right side on Monday night. You like the 49ers. You knew Shanny owned McVay. Can Shanny beat Matt Rule?
I'm going to do something real stupid. Matt Rule's probably one of the worst coaches in the league, if not the.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take Carolina, and it's an anti-narrative play. Everyone hates Baker Mayfield. The fans have turned on him, whatever. And San Francisco, after that win against LA, this is a classic letdown spot. I think San Francisco literally limps into this game and will win, find a way, but it's going to be ugly. I'll take the Panthers plus 6.5 in a game that no one will bet them. And you know what? I actually think they show up at home. They beat the Saints at home for their one win. I think 6.5. It's going to be crazy. The Niners will win by like 3 or 4, but they're not going to cover. Give me the Cats.
You love the home underdogs. Back to the regular Cam train with as long as it's a cat.
Oh,
you like the home underdogs if they're cats. That's
true. I love animals. Yeah, cats. Yes, cats.
Yeah, I don't know, Cam.
Felines.
I can't trust Baker Mayfield to keep this game within a touchdown.
Oh,
I mean,
I understand.
Yeah, so I got to go San Fran. Let's let Tommy Tiebreaker be the voice of reason. Tell us why Cam's right, Tom.
I mean, he probably is right, but as of right now, I can't agree with him. I work way too hard for my money. I'm not putting it in Baker Mayfield.
Oh, we didn't say we're betting on this game. We're just going to give an opinion of this.
Even hypothetically, I can't even hypothetically put my money on this game. It feels too gross. Give me, Matt Rule. This is it. I think this could get really ugly if you're asking me my actual opinion. I think this could get real ugly. I think the 49ers could run up a score here. And the Panthers won't have any answer for them. On defense, they're gonna be 3-and-out all day long. And it's whatever they want, whenever they want, whatever they want for the 49ers, however they want to be in the air, on the ground. They can do it anything they want on defense. They can shut you down. So I just think this is going to get real bad for the Panthers, and we'll start seeing some heads will start rolling post game when the 49ers come out with a 35-point win here.
Wow, a 35-point win.
Wow.
Tom's more confident than I am, and usually when he's that arrogant, we're wrong. So hopefully that doesn't continue. All right, Dallas going to LA to take on the Rams. The Rams coming off a huge disappointing performance. Sean McVay, is he going to bounce back, Cam? Almost 80% of the public likes the Rams to bounce back in the spot, but it looks like Prescott could be back.
Good. You know what? I hope Prescott plays. And that the only thing is, but then I'd get a better line. I think the Rams, after that game against San Francisco, they have a lot of questions. McVay is a smart guy. He's not going to be embarrassed like that again. That was a horrible performance offensively. Yeah. Dallas has a wicked pass rush, as we know, with Parsons and the rest of the crew. But this is a spot. I think the Rams really get their act together and come up with a super game plan, do extra homework, and shut down. I think Cooper Rush will probably give them one more week, but I'll take the Rams by a touchdown, and they'll cover 4.5. Not an easy game, Drew, but I think this is the type of game where the Rams bounce back, and everyone loves Dallas now all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, 80% of the public's on the Rams, Cam.
Yeah, so. You know what I mean, though. As a team
I know
with Cooper
what you're
Rush,
saying.
Yeah.
I like Dallas in the spot, Cam. I mean, I like that it's against the public. I watched Stafford behind that O-line without Whitworth now. It's an absolute disaster. And the Dallas Cowboys have the most sacks in football, the best pass rush in football. I think Micah Parsons might hit him like 4 times. He might get 4 sacks in this football game. I just think they can get to Stafford so quickly that he won't have time to make this offense work. And Cam Akers looks atrocious. Their run game's not good in LA. Will Dallas win this game? No, probably not, but I think they keep it within 5. So give me the Cowboys in this spot, which means Tommy Tiebreaker. Are you coming to the side with me again or what?
I'm going 0 for 15 this week, 100%. The Rams stink. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. The Rams are boring. They're one-dimensional. They're predictable. Outside of Cooper Kupp, there's nothing going on there.
Cool it with the arrogance.
This is the Cooper Rush era, baby. I don't even care if Dak's ready to go. This is Cooper's time, baby. You got to lose that spot, not just hand it back to Dak. I know they put a lot of money in his pocket, but just keep the ball in Cooper's hands. I mean, they just seem so much more, I don't know what it is, a little more sustainable, or they just seem a little more steady, I guess, with Cooper under center.
I think that's fair. Steady's a good word.
But yeah, I think the Rams stink. I really think they stink. I'm proud to say that too. They're boring. I've been saying it all year. I hate watching them. I can't stand watching the Rams play.
Disdain for the Rams, Tom.
Yeah,
I didn't see this coming from prison.
You don't
they get all this national media love because they got a new flashy new stadium. They won a little Super Bowl. They're boring.
They won a little Super Bowl.
They were in. Yeah, it was boring. They played the Bengals.
I'll agree with Tom. They're overrated. That's why we have the Niners winning that damn division. They are overrated.
Give me Dallas and get me off this screen.
Fair enough, Tom.
Fair. Tom,
very passionate about angry that the Rams won the Super Bowl. I mean, I'll take a Super Bowl if it means that my team struggles the next year.
I agree.
All right, moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles, the only undefeated team left in football, going to Arizona to take on the Fraudinals, the Cardinals, the Frauds. I don't know how to put that together. I hate betting on the Cards, Cam, so I think you know where I'm going in this game. But I took them last week against Baker. Where are you going in this one?
My God, I want to take Arizona, but Philadelphia is just playing so good. I'm waiting for a letdown spot. It just doesn't seem to come.
Their game last week, easy.
The thing against Jacksonville, too, was just the way they came back. They were down early,
it was the weather, though. Trevor Lawrence isn't fumbling 4 times if it's Sunday.
I know, but I'm still saying, both teams have to play in it, Drew. That's the thing, right? Jacksonville got off to a great start, and Philadelphia just comes back. They're just one of these teams, man. They're I can't bet against them now. I'm going to live to regret this pick, but give me the Eagles -5.5. They're just so damn good right now. Hurts is a maniac. He's fine everybody. You know what? Kyler Murray, this is not good. He can run around and do all of his little tricks. It might not work against Philadelphia. Philadelphia, if they come to play, they'll cover.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
It's about their mindset. That's what I worry about.
I like Philadelphia. I don't think Arizona's a contender, which means I don't think they'd be able to compete in this football game. They almost lost that game to Carolina, Cam. It was the fourth quarter when Kyler took over.
No, they're not. Arizona's a bad football team. They're not good.
And until they get Hopkins back, their offense doesn't scare me one bit. I mean, this might be a Zach Ertz revenge game. If that counts as a revenge game, I don't even know. Give me Philly to win this game by a touchdown. All right, moving on, Cam. Sunday Night Football. We got Joe Burrow. We got Lamar Jackson. Ravens, Bengals. Ravens 3-point favorites at home. First off, do you agree with Harbaugh's decision to go for it?
No, I don't. And I don't care what these nerds and their calculators say. You watch the football game, you take the points. I don't even want to care. Send me your stupid graphs and whatever. That's the whole problem with today's society.
They hadn't scored since the middle of the second quarter.
And see them? They're bringing up, you had a 70% chance. There was no way it was a 70% chance to score. Buffalo stopped them 3 times. I'm so sick and tired of these guys and their stupid stats. Watch the damn game. It's not all about, they should have risked it this much. That's the whole problem. Games aren't played by calculators. They're played by human beings. Give me, you know what? I'll stick to the damn theme. A cat, an underdog, meow, meow. Cincinnati +3. They win this game outright against Baltimore. Let's go. I love cats and I love dogs. All animal lover. I should work for the Humane Society.
I will say, Cam, it did the only part of it that made sense to me is that if he doesn't get it, the Bills are at their own 2-yard line. No, the worst thing was he threw the pick.
This is the whole thing. I might be old man on a lawn, but these guys don't understand. Drew, I actually played sports before I got bigger, and these other guys, have you ever played a game? I'm sitting there and I'm cracking the numbers. You have to look what happened in the game. Buffalo started having answers. You take points. Even the Ravens players were mad, and they're young guys. They were disappointed. Anyway, I thought it was a bad decision. I don't care what the numbers tell me. My eyes told me take points. That's it.
Fair, and I know Harbaugh's explanation was they have Josh Allen. They're going to go down and score 7.
But Bill's choke in those situations sometimes when they have we got to win. That's the thing. It's anyway. I disagree with the whole thing.
Is he on the hot seat if they do it again? I mean, this is 2 17+
I'm starting to think yes. I'm starting to think he's not on the hot seat, but I don't like some of the decisions.
Anyways, all right. Well, I'm taking the Ravens in a bounce back, Cam.
Fair enough.
I think on Sunday Night Football, I think Lamar shines if this is good weather. I think they show the Bengals who's boss in this division, and I thought the Bengals were going to struggle in this division to start the season. And I agree with that pick still. Give me Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to win this football game by 3. Tommy Tiebreaker, are you going home?
They're favored by 3, Drew. That would be a push.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. You know what I meant, Cam.
Yeah. You mean 4.
Yes. Tommy Tiebreaker. Who you going with?
Finally, I'm back home, Cammy.
That's right, man. Bengals.
Give me the Bengals. Give me the points. Give me the line, dude. The Bengals are going to win this football game, dude.
Damn right they are.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think they're becoming a little bit too predictable? I mean, do you see how quickly they came out of the gate against the Bills? How dominant they looked through the first quarter?
Good call,
and then it was just
Tom.
a couple of schemes, a couple of adjustments, and all of a sudden they were inept. They had nothing going for them. But, I mean, if you're going to be one-dimensional, i.e., the Los Angeles Rams, the teams are too good. Defensive coordinators are too talented. Players are too talented. They know how to stop it. And I know Lamar Jackson is an outlier to a lot of those rules. He's an exception to a lot of those rules. But at the end of the day, it's 11 guys on 11 guys. You got to win other ways, and the Bengals have a lot of different ways they can beat you. I'm comfortable in a division matchup taking the Bengals with +3, and I'll take them on the money line as well.
Well, I'm with Cocky Tom here too. I was angry Cam and Cocky Tom, and we're with Cats as underdogs. Drew, regular themes.
I mean, I do agree that they are a little predictable, but I just don't think the Bengals are going to be able to stop it regardless.
Fair enough. You're the voice of reason, Drew. The voice of reason on the show.
We'll see. Who would you rather, Zach Taylor or Harbaugh as your coach?
Actually, I think it's a tougher question than people think. I think Zach Taylor's actually in his league. Harbaugh's done great things over years, but I'm with Tom. Their game plans have become very simplistic, and teams have made adjustments against them a lot, and I think they could be a hell of a lot better. Anyway, hey, Father Time waits for nobody. I just think the Ravens had a bad game plan against Buffalo, and they didn't readjust.
And their secondary could be shredded by Burrow. You guys
that's
are right.
what I'm thinking. I think it's shred time.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could be right. We'll see if I'm wrong. Moving on. Monday Night Football, AFC West matchup. The Vegas Raiders going into KC to take on the Chiefs. Chiefs coming off a huge performance against Tampa. Absolutely dominated that game. I know the score looks like it was close. It was not close for 1 second in that football game. They're 7.5-point favorites, Cam.
You start.
The Raiders coming off a big win over the Broncos where they didn't look great, but they somehow still came out on top. I think I don't like to pick over 7-point favorites in a division game, Cam, but I think this is the Chiefs flexing their muscle. And like the Raiders do beat the Chiefs once a year, though. Every year they beat them at least once, but I don't think it's going to be at Arrowhead. So give me the Chiefs to win this game by over a touchdown. The 7.5, I don't like it. Probably won't be taking the spread when this game comes. But I have to take the Chiefs in this spot.
I hate this game, but I'm going to tell you, you brought what you said, Drew. Some teams just play teams tough. The Raiders, it doesn't matter. They have exactly the same type of players that they beat Kansas City before. It's a huge Monday night spot. We're getting over a touchdown as an underdog. Hey, I don't want to get in front of the Chiefs. I actually, like on Sunday night, we talked about them beating down the Bucs, but I'm going to tell you, the Raiders in a divisional game will come to a fight. I think Kansas City will grind out a 3 or 4 point win, and it's going to be a very tight game, in my opinion. I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders to cover.
All right, Tommy Tiebreaker, who you going with?
Yeah, I liked where you were heading at the beginning of your diatribe there, Drew. It's too many points for a division, and it's too many points for primetime football. And like we said, I'm not going to echo everyone's here, but the Raiders will come to play. They always play the Chiefs. I just said I'm not going to echo, and then
Prison is hardened, Tom.
Yeah,
I know. I'm alone. I'm playing like checkers with the guy next to me over there through the vent. It's like real Shawshank Redemption over here.
Yeah.
Wait.
Be careful.
When did they
like
play checkers in Shawshank?
No, they don't. But if you know anything about prison, you know that in solitary confinement, you got to find ways to keep yourself entertained.
I didn't know you were jailbird, Tom.
I've watched a few docs in my day. Right? I've been scared.
You don't know anything about prison.
I spent a day in prison once.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I've been in the drunk tank.
Tom's mic cut out now. Look what prison did. All this trash talk.
The warden was
back.
watching Tom. He's like, he's not enough to talk.
He's
revealing secrets.
Exactly, give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. 7.5. Yeah, that's too many points.
All right, moving on to our survivor picks. Cam is out last week.
Do I make a pick again, or do I just keep on losing every week?
I think you're just out now, Cam.
Can I make a pick? Or,
sure. You can tell us who you would pick.
Does it matter?
You can make a pick. Tell us who you would pick if you were alive. But you've already lost 2 lives, so you're out.
I picked the Saints.
The Saints. All right.
Yeah, the same team that Seattle knocked me out. I might as well keep the trend going. And then Seattle will beat the Saints, and then I'll lose that one too.
All right, Tom has taken the Saints, the 49ers, the Cowboys, and the Chargers. Who are you picking this week? Last week, I told everyone you took the Colts. Meanwhile, you took the Bolts. I just read your message wrong, and it made a big funny thing. So that was
I'm staying alive.
All right.
I'm staying alive.
Who are you going with this week, Tom?
Give me Josh Allen on the Buffalo Bills. Let's go, Buffalo.
The only thing that scares me is the Bills.
I know, for a guy in prison, Tom, that didn't take a lot of guts to make that pick.
Yeah, the Bills are always the survivor pool killer, which I don't like too much.
They better kill Pittsburgh. Like
I know, but
better.
they're always the survivor pool killers. They always ruin it. Who do I want to take? Cam, I might come on board with you with the Saints.
Nice. Join the club. Hey, good party at Mardi Gras. Drew, get some beats. Let's go.
I'm going with the Packers. I know I said that they won't cover, but I think they win the football game. So give me Green Bay to beat the Giants. No, I don't like it. No, change my mind. Give me Tampa. I'm sorry, Green Bay. I don't trust you. I'd rather trust Tom Brady with my money than Aaron Rodgers. Does that make me crazy? Maybe, but I don't think so. All right, moving on, Cam. Best bets. Do you want me to start with my bronze, or would you like to start with yours?
I'll start this week. I'm going to start with my bronze selection. I'm going to take the Washington Commanders plus 2.5 against Tennessee.
Ooh,
we're going to be bold in the big. Yeah.
And
you know what? I do believe the mineral pick. I think this is just like one of those spots where they actually show up. And you know what? This could be an absolutely stupid pick, but there's like 4 or 5 games that I like. This is one of them. Maybe I should have put something else in the bronze hole, but give me the Commanders plus 2.5.
Fair enough. All right, my bronze is going to be the Dallas Cowboys, Cam. I love them in this spot against the Rams. So both of us going against 80% of the public with our bronze picks. I think Dallas can win this football game outright with the LA's problems in the O-line. So give me them in the bronze. Tommy Tiebreaker, who is your bronze pick?
Cammy, I disagreed with you when it didn't matter, but I'm going to agree with you when it does matter. I have the exact same bronze pick, the Washington Commanders at plus 2.5 points. They're going to win this football game. You watch and see.
Win it.
Love it. Yeah, they're only 2.5. So they better win.
They're winning this football game.
All right, moving on to our silver picks, Cam. Who's your silver and why?
Tough, man. There's about 5 games, as I said, I like total. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns as my silver pick against the Chargers. I'm getting 3 at home. I think they're going to have a game plan against the Chargers, and that's just running the ball and beating them into oblivion. And don't worry about that game against Atlanta. They just that was tough. I think at home they're going to regroup. And the
Make
Chargers,
it a money line. Make it the money line, Cam.
No, just give me 3 points, Drew.
Money line.
Do I get anything more for taking
I mean,
the
you get better
line?
odds. You get better odds.
If you were going to give me some groceries from your parents' butcher shop, a nice strip loin or something, yeah, I'll take the money line. But no, I get 3 points. So unless you give me a gift bag of meats, I want Cleveland plus 3.
Fair.
That's
I'll get you another prosciutto. How about that?
Oh yeah, I love that. What a beautiful. Yeah, Tom, you should have seen. I was beating firefighters and cops at Drew's Stag, like lifting this thing. It was frozen rock solid. I'm like, nobody's beating.
And
me.
then Cam went on the.
I'm taking home the prosciutto and the.
He was
scotch.
like drooling, holding this thing. He was just like, I was like, Cam really wants.
Oh, buddy, I got it cut up, Drew. That thing was so good, man. I brought it to parties all the time. It was delicious meats, very high quality.
I remember you went on the radio to ask for a butcher to cut it because you couldn't.
I did. He came actually, and I found one. He came right to my house. He's a great guy, loyal.
That's hilarious. All right, my silver pick is going to be the Miami Dolphins, laying 3.5 on the road against the Jets. I think they absolutely destroy them with Teddy Bridgewater. I think Tua might not get the job back, but don't say that too loudly. All right, Tommy Tiebreaker, who's your silver pick?
Yeah, talk about butchering a pick. How about the Miami? I'll take Miami at minus 3.5. And for the absolute opposite reason of that, Teddy Bridgewater is going to hold the fort for him. They're going to do it for Tua. And then when Tua comes back when he's back healthy in week 6, which will probably be McDaniel's diagnosis, they'll be a 4-1 football team.
Someone else to get scapegoated by the league. Cam, how about that? They fired the independent investigator. Don't take any blame on the Dolphins. It's
I know. Exactly. You know what? They screwed up. They got caught, and that's the NFL. Anyway, I don't want to rip it. Yeah, they pretend to care about people. When push comes to shove, it's all about money. We're not.
All right. People gold here. Pick, Cam. Who is it?
Oh well. As we said, me and Tom, when he's out of jail, he's going to be helping me work at the Humane Society. I hope everything goes well, Tom. So you know what? We first rescue a Bengal cat at plus 3 against the Ravens. He's going to be one of our first rescue jobs. I love them outright. I'm going to take the 3 points. Actually, I think if you bet on every single team that are with cats this week, you're going to do very, very well.
The Cam Stewart parlay?
I know. I honestly like Bengals. I like. Carolina, I'm crazy, but I'm taking them against San Francisco. I lean Jaguars against Houston. Lions, we talked about, Drew, maybe. I think if you bet cat teams, you'll do better. You'll be over 500. But give me the Bengals as my gold selection.
I'm going to make a Humane Society bet then. I'm going to put $20 on the cat parlay, and I'm going to tweet it out and tag you in it. Yes. If it wins, I'll donate the winnings to the Humane Society. That's what I'll do. Just for you, Cam.
I won't. I'll keep some myself and donate to the games. I'm such a jerk. Okay, no, well, let's make a deal. We'll give them a chunk. Does that sound
fair?
good?
Fair. That's
okay,
fair.
We'll
give them some. What's it called? Like what's cat food called?
Residuals?
I don't know. No, I meant like cat food. Like I don't know. Fancy feast. That's it. We'll give them
no, tender vittles. Yeah, fancy feast. Yeah, that's another quality
what the hell
cat.
is tender vittles?
It's a dry cat food. Anyway,
I have no idea.
Why don't you just give them some catnip so you get them stoned and happy?
Fair.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Tom could use that in prison right now. All right.
He could.
My gold pick is the Minnesota Vikings laying 7 at home against the Bears.
Ooh.
I think they absolutely demolished them, like I said, by like 40 points. I think this is a absolute insane line. I think it's so wrong. I think Vegas got one wrong this year. Tommy Tiebreaker, what's your gold pick and why?
I love that pick, Drew. But I'm going to go out with a bang here and take, drum roll please, the Seattle Seahawks at plus 5.5. Like I was saying in a bit of a bit earlier, I think we're at the time now where all of those preconceived notions have to change. The Seattle Seahawks aren't who we thought they were. They're a team that can cover numbers. The Saints, in the same breath, defense isn't as good as we thought it was going to be coming into the season. Offense isn't nearly there. I mean, what do you say? Olave? I can't remember.
Chris Olave, Ohio State. Love
He's
that
looked
guy.
good.
Drafted
He's
him.
looked good. But everyone on the defensive side has left a lot to be desired. I think the Seahawks are a cover machine. Gino's a cover machine. He's playing well, and I'm comfortable putting money on them and riding this green wave. Give me the Seahawks for you, Cammy. Out in the bang, buddy. Out in the bang.
You're more confident than me.
So, interesting week, Cam. I mean, I'm excited to watch these football games. I'm excited to win that cat parlay. For the viewers out there, we will not be back next week on Sportsnet. We will be back. We won't say where, but if you follow us on the social medias, we can tell you where this show will be going. What it will be called, we don't know. Will Tommy be back? We don't know. Tommy, maybe we'll see.
He signed a record deal.
It's true. We still haven't heard our theme song, Cam.
Yeah, maybe we need Tom to do the theme song. We'll do that one day, Tom, in the parking lot somewhere. Bring your guitar and amp.
Yeah, Tommy shows up in the parking lot, just plays us. What's that movie with the speaker when he's like serenading his girlfriend on the driveway? Is that Breakfast?
I don't know the movie, but it's John Cusack. What the heck is that movie called? We're so stupid.
High Fidelity.
Hey, you gotta know that movie.
Is it High Fidelity?
I don't know. I'm too young for that. I mean, I know Serendipity. I don't know. Anyways,
I can't believe I threw that one out.
We will see you when we see you. Thanks for watching us. We really appreciate the last 2 seasons. We will be back. This is not the last.
Say anything. It's called Say Anything.
It's called Say Anything. There you go. Yeah, it's John Cusack. Sure it is. I don't know. We'll see.
Sounds like a loser movie, but anyway.
All right, guys. We'll catch you later.